Hello and welcome to a new session of IoT. Let's start with a novel and new concept of the industrial IoT. Industrial IoT, we have already come across many points in the IoT and how this can be connected to the industry that I'll be showing over here. First of all, let's introduce with the industry 4.0. So as we know, this is a version. Yeah. So version capabilities, version naming are given like 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. So we are in the version 4.0. From last few decades, 3 decades basically, we have seen the revolution in the industries. When industrial revolution started in European countries in 1784 for first time, industry 1.0 started, industrial revolution. So mechanization, steam power and weaving loom. So mechanical devices were created and by which the industrial revolutions are started in 1.0. Okay. Second evolution, which you have called industry 2.0, it started from 1870, almost 100 years after that, where electrical energies added, means electricity has invented, and that electricity has given the speed to the industries, which by which reduce the mass production, assembly lines are used, and the electrical energy is the main core of this industry 2.0, the second generation of the industry. So speed of industrial revolution has increased because of electricity introductions inside it. Then after 100 years, in 1969, the computers are added, automation systems are built, electronic digital electronics devices are introduced. That's what we call as industry 3.0. In 1969 onwards, this revolution started because of computer are now getting used into the field of industries, which results into the power automations, common automations in the industries. That's what 3.0s are there. Now today we are in industry 4.0, where now network is acting as a core part of it, internet of things, and the cyber physical systems are connected, where we use internet connected devices today in the industry, which is we call as a industry 4.0, which start from mechanical to electrical to electronics to the computer, that is IoT application design. So today we are in the field of industry 4.0. So to inbuild, to process or to apply or deploy the industry 4.0, it is compulsory to learn the IoT, because we are going to create a cyber physical systems and IoT networks inside it. So without network, industry 4.0 is will lose its distinction. Okay. Now see this step by step revolution, how it was introduced. First revolution, which has started, as I told, introduction to mechanical production facilities supported by water and steam power, first generation. Second generation, we are having mass production fuels, and second industrial revolution with the help of the electrical power. Third generation, combining IT electronics, allows to further automation of production processes. And the fourth generation, which we are currently in, the connected enterprises, lead to the fourth industrial revolution, connecting production facilities with the internet of things. That's what we call as the industry 4.0. We'll get in detail about industry 4.0 in the further sessions also, but this is just an introduction to that, because I need this for the purpose of industrial IoT here. So let's see what exactly industrial IoT is. The industrial internet of things is the use of smart sensors and actuators to enhance manufacturing and the industrial processes. See, industrial process required huge amount of automation, huge amount of work to do, huge amount of human resources and the manpower. So this all we can make use of the sensors, smart sensors and actuators to enhance the manufacturing industrial processes. That's what we call as IoT. So combining IoTs and industries together with form a new terminology that we call as IIoT, industrial IoT. As it's also known as industrial IoT or industry 4.0 or industrial internet also. It leverages the power of smart machines and real-time analytics to take advantage of data that the machines have produced in industrial settings for years. Lot many machines are used for several years, they are now getting eliminated from the process because the automation systems added and new technologies of industry IoT connecting with the net are now introduced, which are more smart, more intelligent and built with the computing power. That's why they are getting used in the industries today. The driving philosophy behind IIoT is the smart machines are not only better than the humans at capturing and analyzing data in real time, but they are better at communicating important information that can be used to drive business decisions faster and more accurately. Remember, that's the driving philosophy behind the IIoT, is that what we have achieved: important information, analyzing data, real time analyzing, capture that data. We don't require human intervention over there, and communicating information that can be used to drive business decisions faster and accurate. So the speed and accuracy, these are the two important output that we are getting out of the industrial IoT here. Okay, so because of that, IoT systems are getting added in very fast speed, enormously, in the industries. Okay, see this a scenario of industrial IoT, which how it can be shown, how we can make use of this. So machines and sensors. Machine will be connected with the sensors so that their data can be collected to the IoT remote that we have seen, where user is interacting with. Tools, okay, so their analyzing we can do over here. Even processing, all kind of processing, all kind of data collected from different sensors, different machines, different tools, that we can process that, and that's information we can show again here. All kind of analytics, what's the process, what's the performance of the machine or of a particular system in the devices that we can find, and we can analyze that with the help of different graphs and monitor here. Connectivity, so different connectivity, different alerts, like if warranty period is over, and if guarantee period is whatever, all these things we can make use of it with the help of this connectivity mechanism, and IoT remote can control it with easily. Okay, so whatever we have things in IoT, so all that scenario can be created in the industries with the help of the industrial IoT, as shown in this particular diagram here. Yes, so let's focus on the IIoT architecture, the industrial IoT architecture. We'll start from this part. So three parts are there to industrial IoT. The first part is the edge. This is the edge, which is actually deployed in the industries, and second part is the network, which is containing internet. Okay, and then the third part is the cloud, where all operations in the IoT are possible. Okay, now let's start with this here: sensors, actuators, and controllers, which form the base for the IoT that we have already seen here. All they are present here. So this all they are controlled with the help of the real-time control mechanism. Okay, here and here also one more real time. So all, for example, if one part of the industry is deployed here, second part of the industry is deployed over here, third part of it over here, so they are controlled by one HMI. Okay, and all of the data collected will be present at here in edge gateway. Okay, might have heard about the name gateway. Gateway is used to connect the network to another network. So that's what this network, these devices, they are connected to the internet with the help of the gateway, and this device also connected with the help of the gateway. So, and here we have the IoT hubs which are containing the real-time control of the data. Here real-time control 1, this is 2, this is 3, and all of the data collection will be given to the edge gateway here. So see, this is how it's connected. Now one more important thing is that here we have the physical connections. So all they are connected to the gateway internet physically by their Ethernet communication mechanism, or by any other direct communication mechanism is also possible there. But if you consider one more, so other devices which are present at some remote location in the industry, they can communicate with the network by wireless communication. So whatever we use wireless sensors there, we use wireless actuators there, we use wireless controllers over there. These wireless devices, wireless communication mechanisms are used by which the remote devices can also get connected to your internet. So this is the next part which is shown here, Wi-Fi devices. Okay, so with the help of Wi-Fi we can connect the data without any connection, okay, without any physical connection, sorry, and their remote data collections can also be done. So data which is, or the devices which are present remotely somewhere, that can also we can connect to the internet. Now when the first part, this is the edge, all this is present in the industries. So wherever we require, in the machines, in the tools, in the processes, these sensors, these devices can be embedded, and after when you perform the real-time control with the help of the gateways, the data can be given to the internet. So internet is forming the interaction layer between the data collection, that is user interface applications, that is cloud, and the industries. Okay, so see this one. Finally, when the cloud, when you collect this data, we are having a computing storage mechanism over here. Computing mechanism and the storage data will be collected and stored at central location. And finally, we are designing some applications. With the help of this application, user interaction is possible. User interaction is possible. How it is possible? Now, for example, I want to analyze the data. For example, a sensor is present over here, and this sensor data I want to analyze. So this data will be collected real time, and by internet will be stored over here, and by using analytical mechanism, here I can use some programming language by which we analyze the data collected from the given sensor. Okay, it will be shown, or I can report it, means something weird has happened in this, so I can just make a report of it by using programming language, and then the reporting can be done here. Some software will report to you by this particular way. Then third is planning. So based on the planning, based on the data collected, we can plan accordingly. It means that if previous system is not working fine, your IoT will show you previous system is not working fine, so take another action. So that's what we call as a planning, that we can do by these applications. Optimization of results. So huge amount of data is collected and you're working on the whole data. I don't require it. Create some optimized data, create some optimized algorithm which will work effectively on it. That's what optimization system will do over there. Then engineering will actually focus on the tasks that engineers do onto it. So engineer will be the interactor, or will be the user, will interacting with the system, will monitor the system, and will think about the action to do in these systems. Okay, that's what engineering. And finally, the human machine interface, that is HMI, human machine interface, by which you control the data, you perform the operations onto it, and you see what exactly is happening within this particular system. So these are the three interaction layers that industrial IoT is containing. First, edge, where actual deployment is done. Second is internet, by which the data is collected and sent over the cloud. And here we have the user interaction. Okay, so the user interaction, with the help of this application, user can interact with this particular system to perform a specific type of actions on the data. Now, how this IIoT works? IIoT is a network of intelligent devices connected to form a system that monitor, collect, exchange, and analyze the data. There are the four common applications that we do: monitor, collect, exchange, and analyze the data. Each industrial IoT ecosystem consists of three things. First, industrial assets. Industrial asset, everything that is built on industry, manufacturing industry, automobile industry, whatever asset that we have, that can sense, communicate, and store information about themselves. First part. For example, I am using a particular generator. A generator is present, and generator is generating generating something like anything, and it is having a temperature present of it. So it will contain ability to sense its own temperature and report it, communicate it to the user. Fine, in that way. And then public or private data communication infrastructure. So that is compulsory. Without that, data from the machines or from the devices can't be sensed. So public or private data communication infrastructure is possible, present. And the third part is analytics and application that generate business information from the raw data and the people. Analytics and applications that generate business information from the raw data and the people. So that's what here we actually make use of the ITES, that is IT enabled system, by which you perform the analytical operations, business information generation from the raw data, and the people, that is the engineer or the user interaction should be done over. That's what how exactly the IIoT perform its operations. Okay, so that's how that's from these current video. From this onwards, from the infrastructure onwards, we'll see in the next video. Thank you. Thanks a lot.